Good morning all. I'm Ramya Devi working as Assistant Professor in SNS College of Engineering. Today I'm going to share a small article regarding denormalization, which is also called as domain key denormalization. So domain key normal form. If every constraint on the relation is a logical sequence of the definition of keys and domains, and then a constraint in this definition is any rule that's precise enough that you can evaluate whether or not it's true. A key is a unique identifier of a row in a table. A domain is the set of permitted values of an attribute. This is an example of a domain key normalization. So there is a customer ID and then product and then the price. So sales is the table name, and then we have three attributes in it. One is the customer ID, product and then the price. So for the customer ID 1001, the product which he has purchased is laundry detergent of a price of 12, and then 1007 is the toothpaste which we have purchased on a price of 3, and 110 is the chlorine bleach which a price of 4, and then 1024 so toothpaste product has been purchased with the price of 3. And then here the table name is sales, and we have three attributes called customer ID, product and price, and then the key constraint of this sales product is the sales table is the customer ID. And then what is the constraints for it? So the customer ID determines product, determines price, and then the customer ID must be an integer. So denormalization is a strategy that database managers use to increase the performance of a database infrastructure. It involves adding redundant data to a normalized database to reduce certain types of problems with database queries that combine data from various tables into a single table. The definition of denormalization is dependent on the definition of normalization, which is defined as a process of organizing a database into tables correctly to promote a given use. The problems of denormalization: makes row longer, makes data transfer longer, needs more memory for memory processing, and also it causes redundancy and expensive update in the denormalization. Typical denormalization techniques. So there are so many typical denormalization techniques. The first technique is flatten a repeating group in one table instead of employee, employee number, employee name, skill, employee number, skill. Instead of that, we can use employee, employee number, skill, and then the employee name when employee has a smaller number of attributes. This means use method 2 to first normal form algorithm. And next is the embed stable code interpretation table. So instead of flight number departs from code to code, and code airport name, use flight number departs from airport name, from code to airport name to code. So this is the method called as embed stable code interpretation table. And then when we combine 1:1 or 1:n, when n is small and v, the record on the one side, is small, thus the amount of redundancy will be small. So instead of sale number, SP name, sale date, sale items, sale number, line number, code quantity, use sale number, line number, SP name, sale date, code quantity. When the other entity is not interesting by itself, order number, order date, order ship terms, permanent terms, and code number, and customer address. So next is the replicate non-frequently updated attributes to avoid join. Work on ESSN, PNUM, PNAME, HAS. So this is the denormalization techniques, which involves 5 methods called flatten a repeating group, embed stable code interpretation, and then when the other entity is not interesting by itself, and then the replicating non-frequently updated attributes to avoid join. So normalization is a technique which mainly involves in reducing the redundancy and also to avoid the anomalies like insertion, delete, and update anomalies. So here the denormalization method is a strategy which follows the database manager use the increase of performance of a database infrastructure. but it also involves adding redundant data to a normalized database to reduce certain types of problem with database queries that combine data from various tables into a single table. Thank you.